Hi guys, you are welcome once again to Beyond the Classroom. So this is Honorable Mujahid Official speaking, your usual host. I'm here today again with a returning guest who happens to be Solomon the Pan Africanist. You know him, he has been on this show severally just to teach us certain things that are necessary to the general public or you and I, which are learnable, of course, to make everything short. So today we are here to discuss another topic with Solomon the Pan Africanist, of which obviously he is good at, which is patriotism in Ghana. Is it Pan Africanism and patriotism in Ghana? That is the topic we are coming to discuss today. So I'll urge you to stay tuned with us until the end of today's conversation so that you can get the entire concept revolving around or whatever that we are going to discuss on this particular topic for the day. So if you are new, please subscribe and turn on the notification bell and like the video, and then drop your comment in the comment section as a way of joining the conversation to make it interactive. You have to also share the video with others for them to learn. After learning, you need to share with others for them to also learn, just as you are doing right now. So we appreciate your presence. Let's go for a quick commercial break. When we return, then we start straightforward with the conversation on the topic Pan-Africanism and patriotism in Ghana. You are welcome to Kimbo Royal Tree, the best hotel in Winneba, close to Winneba Johnson and direct opposite the Guel Filling Station. Among some of the facilities Kimbo Royal Treat offers its clients and customers include: number one, we have a serene swimming pool where you can relax your body at any time, swim at any time, any day at affordable prices. In fact, you can come here 24/7. We operate all time. We there for you. Kimbo Royal Treat is having an event center where we host every type of event, any event you want, whether birthday party, weddings, any event at all. We can give you the best facility to host your event that you want to host. Kimbo Royal Treat is having a gym center where you can gym your body at any time, morning, evening, afternoon, any time at all you feel. And we also have a kitchen where we offer both local and foreign dishes. Any type of food you want, just come to Kimbo Royal Treat and we will give it to you at very affordable prices. We also have a clinic attached to the hotel where, in case of any emergency or any other time, you can go there for the services at very, very subsidized prices. We've reduced the prices drastically just to favor our customers. Call the contact, the numbers on this list. The classroom. So today's episode with Solomon the Pan Africanist. Solomon,
yes,
the Pan Africanist. You're welcome once again to be on the classroom. So today's topic is one of the interesting topics that always interests me, and I hope and I'm sure that my people watching will also love it. So today you are coming to discuss Pan-Africanism and patriotism with us, especially in Ghana. We are using Ghana as a case study on this topic. So how is the atmosphere?
The atmosphere has been good and is good. So
okay.
We hope to
have a fit.
Yeah.
Running for position do your friends and campus University of Education whenever a concern and I ban saying one boy I'm an yempo.
I would say it's quite unfortunate.
Okay.
I had the desire to run for SRC president, but which I placed everything in order, but due to one or two reasons I decided to withdraw.
Okay.
So as it stands now, I'm just focusing on the Pan-African aspect of what I do.
Okay.
So I would like to take this opportunity to let everybody know that one, I have withdrawn, and secondly, we have one or two things cooking that is going to come very shortly.
Okay.
I have my own online academy that I'm planning to set up.
Okay.
And I also have my own library and reading club, which will be hitting the streets very shortly, where we'll be learning more about Africa, Pan-Africanism, Kemetic spirituality, and a whole lot. So for now, I'm just focused on these 2 projects that I'll be on.
Okay, so withdrawing from the contest, you may not want to share with us the exact or the actual reasons.
It's personal reason.
Yeah, it's personal. So have you summoned your support to another aspirant, or that is all? Like, you've withdrawn with your funds?
For now, I haven't fully mobilized my support to anyone because I've not been in the right frame of mind. I was just recovering and doing 1 or 2 things. And besides, as I just said, I have the project I have. So I'm just putting things together, topics, and then teachers who will come and then teach on that.
Academy that
so
you
for now, that is what I'm focused on. But let's see what will happen tomorrow.
So the academy you talk of, is it based in? Is it limited to students of UEW or?
No. It's open.
It's open to everyone.
And it's very affordable too. So
are we paying in cedis or dollars?
We will pay in cedis and dollars as well. So I'm having an arrangement where we have PayPal account added to it, so you can send it.
And those from abroad.
It's quite interesting to know that my friends outside the country, like specifically the Pan African group, have shown interest and they are willing to enjoy. And I have one professor who will be joining and also teaching.
Wow.
That is Professor Kabal Kamena. He will be teaching there too. So it's you can't afford to miss it when you see the flyer and everything.
Okay, great. So without delving too deep into that, because that's not our topic for the day, let's go straight to your topic for the day, which is Pan-Africanism and patriotism in Ghana. So when we say Pan-Africanism, that one we've already learned that. So just in a very brief note, just tell us what Pan-Africanism, remind us again, even though we've discussed that already.
Okay, so when we say Pan-Africanism, the word pan, like, it means unity. So the unification of all Africans is one, all Africans and all black people. Pan-Africanism is the unification of Africans on the continent and outside the continent. So the diaspora is all part. But on a broader sense, Pan-Africanism has a lot to do than just mere unification. Pan-Africanism is the embracement of who you are as an African, as a black person. So when you are an African, you love everything about Africa, you defend Africa with your life, you promote African history, African spirituality, African economy. So Pan-Africanism is not one-sided thing. It has an aspect of economy, it has an aspect of spirituality, it has an aspect of entertainment. So we have musicians who are Pan-Africanists, like Burna Boy, Fela Kuti. All of them are strong pioneers of Pan-Africanism.
Wow.
So we have them. Burna Boy is the current one. Burna Boy is actually lifting the flag high. So we have Burna Boy, we have Nwela, all those Erica Badu, all of them.
Wow.
Lifting the banner high this generation.
Wow. So let's go to the patriotism. When we say, Pan-Africanism and patriotism in Ghana. So the patriotism, what is it for? Like, what is it about?
When we are saying patriotism, when in a simple way, when we say you are very patriotic, it means that you have a deep sense of pride in where you hail from, your country. You love your country. You are willing to protect, cherish, and defend your country no matter what. So when we talk of patriotism, patriots, heroes, people who are willing to stand and defend their country, irrespective of whatever is going on. So if Ghanaians are having the sense of patriotism in them, I don't think we will be where we are now. So patriotism in simple terms is a strong sense of pride in your country.
Wow.
In your culture, religion, spirituality, everything that has to do with your country, you hold it dearly. That you don't allow anybody. So you, a patriotic person, the common term is my country first above all things. You understand what I mean?
Yes.
So you cannot say you're a patriotic person when you don't put your country first. So in the sense of patriotism, your country is first. It's your country first, then other things will follow.
Wow. Wow. So how do you connect these two together? Being a Pan Africanist and also being patriotic.
Okay.
How do we connect these two together?
I think patriotism and Pan Africanism are one.
They are one.
Yes, in some extent.
Okay.
I made you aware that Pan Africanism is the total acceptance of who you are as an African.
Okay. Everything African.
So everything as African. So I think the last conversation we did, I said nobody is a full Pan Africanist. As it stands now, nobody is.
Yes.
We are all half because of the things that we are going through.
The food we eat,
our economic structure. So it is now that we are putting things together. So when we say Pan-Africanism and patriotism, they are similar. They are one. They go hand in hand. To say that you're a patriotic person, let's say somebody says he's in Ghana and he's a patriotic person. The first thing the person you must analyze is the person having the country at heart?
That's the question.
The person putting the country first, patronizing the food, the culture, the religion, the entertainment, everything. Is the person upholding that? So you talk of somebody like Amanziba, you talk of somebody like Kinaisuba, they are Ghana first. Once you have that, you automatically links up to be a Pan-Africanist because Ghana is Africa.
Yes.
You see? So Pan-Africanism and patriotism go hand in hand.
Wow.
You can't separate the two.
Wow. Wow. So since Pan-Africanism and patriotism are going hand in hand, inseparable.
Yeah.
We have, I don't want us to talk about, partisan politics, but this topic necessitates for that. We have a political party named New Patriotic Party. What's your understanding of patriotism and the ideologies of the New Patriotic Party? Do you see them to be aligning or?
Yeah. You have people who just say it, and then we have people who say it and practice it.
Others can even practice without saying it.
Yes. But the thing is that the illustration you just gave, they have chosen it as a title, but they are not really following it.
They are not into patriotism.
Yes. I would love to go deep into history, but because of time, let's stay within our range.
Yeah.
They are not following it in the sense that when you trace their history, they have been known to be the group of people that sold Ghana out, that betrayed Ghana, that is constantly betraying Ghana.
How? This one, you need to go deep into the history small. So that we can have a fair
The
idea.
New Patriotic Party, which you call NPP, is not something new. It's just a metamorphosis of an already existing party or group.
It has changed form.
So it's just a metamorphosed group. It is not new. They are not new. They are there. They have been there since the beginning of Ghana's history.
Wow.
So they have just metamorphosized themselves and then given a different name. And then different label.
Wow.
So by going deep, you realize that they have been on the line of selling us out one or two ways.
So where can we trace their history back to?
when you want to trace the NPP, which is the New Patriotic Party, you have to first go back, even from the Aborigines Right Protection Society. You have the Achim, we have, the Achim people, the activities, the groups they form, and how they wanted to become the elite, the small 1% who control everything. So you have a branch of the Ashantis being part of it. You have the Ocheman being part of it. So the Ashanti and the Oche people or the Achim people has become like they are a group that joined forces to some extent bring Ghana down.
How? Are you not talking about the Aborigines rights protesters?
Yes.
But they were fighting for Ghana. How come?
Yes, initially that is what they started doing. I'm saying that they started saying that okay, we want fair share, we want liberation, but the liberation they wanted was not to, let's say, give Ghana a full independence. Okay, we want to also control our things. So you the British continue ruling us, but just give us a share of the cake, give us a portion of the cake, so that we also enjoy too.
Wow. So they were not looking for. So on this note, would you then say they were fighting for their parochial interests?
Yes, sure.
Not the interests of the entire country.
They wanted to be part of the businessmen and women of the British group.
The bourgeoisie.
They wanted to control things.
Wow.
So they wanted what? They wanted a fair deal, not necessarily for the general public, but for a few group of people, which I think is
family.
Yes, which I think is still going on. So you see, patriotism, you cannot link it with that.
And from there we move to the UJCC, where they're still existing.
So I just told you metamorphosis. So they just transform from Aborigines, then British West African, then they transform
to the
National Congress of British West Africa. They transform. Then they came to United Gold Coast Convention.
They transformed
again. You see, the UP, then
United Party.
The United Party. Then they transform. Northern People's Party, NPP. Then it collapsed. They transformed. New Patriotic Party. So it is the same old.
It's the same old.
By just rebranding and adding some finishing touches to it.
Yes, and changing the names and things. Wow. So with let me say patriotism, linking patriotism with the current leaders that we have in Ghana per se, like, do you see some iota of patriotism in the system?
Okay.
Current.
Ghanaian politicians and Ghanaian leaders are not even. You see, Ghanaian corrupt politicians are not even patriotic. When in their act of corruptness, they don't add patriotism to it.
Like in statements or action?
No, I'm saying that when they even choose to be corrupt, they don't add patriotism to it. We have some countries, their leaders, when they choose to be corrupt, you also feel the sense of you feel the sense of patriotism in the corruption.
Wow.
But in Ghana and in Africa, Ghanaian leaders are corrupt, and in their corrupt action, they cannot even add patriotism to it.
Wow.
Let me explain.
Okay.
A Ghanaian leader will steal money and then will not invest the money in the country. But the Chinese person will steal the money of government and then invest the money in the country. So irrespective of the amount of money he has stolen, the country still benefits. So let's say a Chinese minister steals money He is going to use the money to set up businesses, then which he will be employing people. But initially the money has been stolen. But the Ghanaian politician will steal the money. He will not invest the money in Ghana. He will go and invest the money in other countries to make the country benefit. So even in their stealing, they are not patriotic.
Okay, so do you think that our laws also contribute to this factor of letting politicians invest outside whilst in power?
The issue is not is not with laws. The issue is with the man and his mind. The mind is the standard of every human being. And once someone gets hold of your mind, the person has gotten the totality of you.
And are some people holding our minds?
Let me come.
Yeah.
Now, there's nothing wrong with the law, so it has something to do. You see, when the man is corrupt, the law is also corrupt. Because out of the man comes laws.
Wow. That's right.
Out of the man comes laws, comes institutions. So once the man is corrupt, the things he produces is also corrupt.
It's like using a corrupt pen drive to produce files.
You get it? Everything is corrupt.
Wherever you transfer.
But once the man is not corrupt and the man is renewed, the man is patriotic. The laws he brings
are patriotic laws.
So some will say we need strong institutions. You don't need strong institutions. You need strong men. Because out of the men
comes the laws or the institutions.
Yes. So someone will say, okay, schools make men. I will say men make men. Because when you go to school, the rules: wake up 6 o'clock, iron your shirt, dress or make your bed. All those laws, all those rules that you say are making men were made by men. So in actual sense, it is men that makes men, not school. School doesn't make men. It is men that makes men. So once the man is corrupt, the everything the man produces is also corrupt.
Wow. So, but per the laws of Ghana, can a minister or someone in power, a politician in power, invest openly in the country?
Why not? Let's say it is your own salary. You want to invest. You take your salary. You say you want to do fish farming. Who will stop you?
So it can happen.
There's no law in Ghana that prevents ministers and politicians from opening business. No.
And
what it says that you just have to make sure that, let's say, a minister who takes 10,000 Ghana cedis and just starting a business, boom, set up a 35,000 capacity of a company, like a 35,000 capacity company.
Yes.
You'll be questioned. But let's say you get 10,000, you start slowly. Definitely businesses grow. So there's no law in Ghana that says politics. That is what I'm saying, that even in their stealing, like even in their corrupt nature, they are not patriotic.
Why?
And we too are not patriotic enough. You know, one time I asked a question. I placed something on my status, and I said that I asked my fellow friends. I said, if I place Prophet Muhammad here, and I place Jesus Christ here, and you being a Christian, I asked you, choose between Prophet. I said, if I put Jesus and Ghana, which one will you choose? Most people came to my DM. I'll choose Jesus. Then I followed it up again. I said, if you're a Muslim and I placed a Muslim here, I placed Prophet Muhammad here, and I placed Ghana here, which one will you choose? Most of them were choosing Prophet Muhammad, and I was very sad. I said,
why should you be sad?
Why don't
you want heaven? Like,
no, why should you even choose Prophet Muhammad and Jesus Christ in the first place?
Because we want to go to heaven.
You see, one
life after death.
problem I have with Ghanaians and especially Christians, they are not patriotic. One, and even the concept of, let's say you are going to heaven, and even if there's heaven there,
why should you doubt it?
that is my opinion. Even if there's heaven there, no Ghanaian will go to heaven. Not a single Ghanaian.
Sure. What of our malams, our pastors?
None. Zero. You want to go now? You want to go to You want to go to heaven?
You know the number of times we pray.
Hold on. You want to go to heaven for God to go and employ Zoom Lion there? Are you serious?
Everything is spiritual.
No
Zoom Lion.
No, look at this one. Okay, you believe in God, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Now, who is God to you? So who is God to you? God is your father, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yes. The creator.
The creator is your father, right? Now look at this one. A property of your father you can't keep. What makes you sure that you are going to your father? One command, one rule that your father has given you. He said, keep the land and sell it. Make this world a better place. You cannot do it. You want to go to heaven.
So does creativity also got to do with heaven and hell?
No, it's not a matter of creativity. I'm saying that your father has your father's property. You cannot protect your father's property. Another example. And you want to go to heaven. Now, let's say JAM, your first Anamwa Conference Center. Now, let's say I go and then I make a picture. And I said that this is the picture of Prophet Muhammad. And I'm insulting Prophet Muhammad. Are you sure that I will survive? I will leave that place alive?
You have to stone you to death.
Yeah, they will stone me to death without any hesitation, right? Now, a Chinese man go to the same venue, Joseph Anamwa Menses Conference Center, and decide to do excavation, do illegal mining. The first thing they will do, they will watch. Second, they will write a letter to the Dean of Student Affairs. 2, they will write a letter to the Vice Chancellor. You see, they took a process. By defending Prophet Muhammad, they didn't take any process. That is the lack of commitment, the lack of patriotism in us. For our land, we have to go through processes to protect it. But for somebody we haven't seen, for somebody we don't know, we are just protecting. I hope I'm making sense. To defend Prophet Muhammad, you didn't write a letter. To defend your land, you wrote a letter.
To defend the prophets, you didn't write a letter. You take an immediate action.
But to defend your land,
you have to write letters and
take time, follow protocols.
Wow. So, Solomon the Pan Africanist, you the Pan Africanist. Do you what will you do to bring changes to some of these things that we are facing, these challenges
as I stand,
especially trying to make people sound patriotic, live a patriotic life within their
the only thing I can only do 2 things.
So
which we are doing right now.
One is
changing the mind. It says, as you think, so you are.
As you think, so
you are not different from your thought. He said, as a man thinketh in his heart, so he is. And you are moved by your belief and by your thoughts.
Wow.
You see, you are not moved by something else. You are only moved by your thoughts and beliefs. So once you have a shaped thought, belief, and how do we shape your thought? By giving you proper information, conditioning your mind to think in a certain direction.
Wow.
You see, Ghanaians, like, it's funny. You sit here and say Ghana, you curse the land, and you want to make profits in the land.
Curse? How do we curse the land?
Most Ghanaian youth are cursing the land.
How?
Ghana dear,
Those are curses. Just
It's the cases. Who said it's just words?
Just
look at this
opinion.
one. I said something as you think.
So you are.
Now, when you say you are doing something, biara, you said it by your word. But when you are carrying out the action, how does it do? You do the thing, biara. Because you have already programmed and conditioned your mind that the thing you are doing biara. So the biara concept of words then translate into your body, sends some chemicals, then pushes your body to react biara. So when a parent says a child is stupid, constant repetition of the word stupid, the kid becomes very stupid. You just mark it. You see this one. Let me give you a typical example. A teenage lady who gets pregnant at the age of 18, 17, 19, the child that is born, the possibility that the child will get pregnant at that age is high. Now, let's come back. Once you say you are poor, the possibility that you become poor is high.
Wow.
Once somebody says you are stupid, and you believe, so let me tell you, when I'm talking for my Christian friends, I like to use the Bible so that they understand. So you see, in the Paul says it is only by the renewal of your mind. He didn't say by prayers. By the renewal of your mind, the changing of your information. He didn't say fasting and prayers. By the renewal of your thoughts.
Wow.
You see, so once you are cursing the land, you say Ghana is not a land that you can sit here and make progress. You can never make progress by your words, because the way you are standing, you have blocked it. But when you stand on the land and you bless the land, and say to yourself that everybody is suffering, but me, I will stay in Ghana and make it in Ghana. The universe accepts your words and then lead you. You will become successful. But once you curse the land, you will do everything. You will not be successful.
It will never work for you.
Because where you are standing, you have created a disconnection between you and the land.
So it means every statement we make in life also matters.
Yes, every statement.
Wow. So you've mentioned one thing that you, the Pan Africanist, can do to change this mentality.
That is the
which is mind
mindset
restructuring.
Yes, mind restructuring.
Okay, so let's go. I need to.
My own actions and inactions. I have to. You say you lead by example. So you brighten the corner where you are. So my day in, day out activities should influence people to also change.
So the Pan Africanists will have to live a life that will influence people to change.
You get it?
Wow.
So once you have cursed the land, it's quite sad. You have cursed the land. Now, you even listen to the national anthem, you don't listen to the words. God bless our homeland, Ghana. And if you have the full version, the national anthem that we are using is not the full version. We have a full version of the national anthem. The national anthem that we are using is not the original national anthem.
What happened? They massage it.
You know, when they overthrew Nkrumah, they changed the original anthem to the current one that we are having now. And it will fascinate you to know that when you get to know the original anthem of Ghana and you listen carefully to the words in it and you allow the words to sink deep in you, you realize that you need to change Ghana. You have to change Ghana. You have to love Ghana.
Wow. So it means even the national anthem of Ghana was changed.
Yes.
And there is no way it can be brought back.
Oh, you can by research. You see.
No, like it can be brought back, used.
It can only be brought. It can
Uh-huh.
only be brought back when you have somebody who is patriotic, who is Nkrumah inclined to revive and then revamp the legacies of Nkrumah. That is when you bring back all these things. But currently, all of them are not having the Nkrumah zeal, So nobody.
Everybody is fighting for him or herself.
You get it. So nobody want to bring it back.
Wow. Okay, we have exhausted all our time with Solomon the Pan-Africanist on the topic Pan-Africanism and patriotism in Ghana. Solomon,
yes, boss.
Let's hear your last remarks before we draw the curtains for the day.
You see,
carry on.
So I always say what I always say every day.
Yeah.
That is, we are in the age of Aquarius, the age of information. We are in the age of knowledge and truth. You have to believe. I always say that believe in truth rather than authority.
Okay.
Question everything and anything you hear. And once again, let me also use this opportunity to remind the fellow, the audience that soon we will have the Ubuntu Enlightenment Academy. It's an online academy that we are going to share knowledge. We are going to go deep. We are going to teach about ancestral theology, quantum physics, Kemetic spirituality, Kundalini awakening, astrology, numerology, and all the spiritual things you need. We are going to teach about Nkrumahism, Pan-Africanism, and then we are going to go deep into spirituality, African spirituality, Kemetic spirituality. We are going to decode and uncode the Bible, know the origin of the biblical text called the Helios Biblios. We are going to break it down. We are going to read the Tanakh, the Torah, and then break it down and then read the Egyptian Book of the Dead and see. We also will be having the Ubuntu Library and Reading Club. All these things are very affordable. Ubuntu Library will store the library online where you go. We all pick a book and then we read and discuss and then shape our knowledge. We will be also teaching business-wise how to do business and all that. So Ubuntu Enlightenment Academy is something you cannot miss. And then I hope when it comes out, you embrace it and let's share. Let's say, let's learn and let's liberate our mind, because none but ourselves can free our mind. God bless you and thank you. My name is Solomon the Pan-Africanist. I am the CEO and founder of Ubuntu Enlightenment Academy, and I wish to see you all. God bless you.
Wow. Ubuntu Enlightenment Academy is coming off. And, we thank you so much for joining us for on today's conversation. Drop your comments in the comment section as a way of joining the conversation. You can like the video and also share with others for them to also learn, just as we are doing right now. Also, let me quickly remind you of the contact that we provide on the screen. Is mainly for sponsorships and advertisement. If you want to advertise your services or products or anything that you want to advertise, you can reach out to us through the numbers provided on the screen. Better still, you want to give sponsorship. These programs are all money demanding. We spend a lot in it. You can support us by kind or cash, through the numbers that we've just provided on the screen. Just reach out to us, and how you are going to help us, you are most welcome. So I thank you for this time that you've spent with us.